coalition of Southeast youth leaders has tackled national chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Prince Uche Secondus, over his recent statement that the party's 2023 presidential ticket was open to all persons and geopolitical zones. They described the party leader's position as unpatriotic, stating that he was driven by the desire to retain his office as the PDP national chairman. The group also lamented that Secondus just told Nigerians he was an individualistic politician whose sole aim in politics was his personal gain. A statement by this group President General Goodluck Ibem and Secretary General Kenneth Igwe yesterday was emphatic that the 2023 presidency was for the Southeast. The statement noticed that Igbo had paid enough sacrifice for the party, including giving it the greatest and most consistent support since 1998. They also wondered how Secondus could wake up to say that a party that believed so much in zoning and enshrined zoning of political offices in its constitution had suddenly thrown away that section overnight simply because he must be re-elected as national chairman. This is egocentric game plan will not work. Okay, his egocentric plan will not work. PDP is normally and constitutionally obligated to zone the presidential ticket of the party to Southeast geopolitical zone because it is the only zone that has not produced Nigerian president before. The people of the Southeast have paid their dues in the development and advancement of the country, and now it is the time for the party to pay back Indigo for its years of support and solidarity to the PDP. It is no secret that Southeast and Indigo, wherever they are, have always voted for the party. For instance, PDP has always made significant impact in Lagos State because the Igbo living in Lagos State have always voted for the party. Why would Secondus try to insult the sensibility of the Southeast? Insisting that equity, fairness, and natural justice favored the Southeast for the president, the group said that the PDP boss has insulted the Igbo. The youth therefore gave him 7 days to retract the statement while urging the leadership of the party to call its national chairman to order before he destroyed the party. Okay, let us speak for those who are, for the Southeast people, for the Igbos who are clamoring for one Nigeria, who are talking about the Igbo presidency. From what they have said, they have a valid point, in my opinion. That's my opinion. They have a valid point. Because when you talk about Southeast, it's PDP. PDP is Southeast. That is just the way it has been. So if they have been loyal, if they have been with that party since inception, according to what they said, even since 1998, okay, the democratic system or setting started in 1999. So they've been with the party since 1998. So what are we talking about? If really they believe in zoning, then why is it that they have not zoned it since then? They have not zoned it to, what is it called, to Southeast, to the Southeast. And more importantly, yes, no wonder. I think I can really reason from those who believe in this thing, because they have other orders to cross the people on ground. Because like when Ezeife was talking about, they can go to their knees, go on their knees and beg and ask the rest people to just shun it. So if they have been with the party since 1998, then why is it that they have not zoned it to the party? And everybody or some other people believe that they have to zone it to PDP, to the Southeast, because they've been with PDP. So why is it that the leadership of that particular party has not been looking in that direction? Where have they been zoning the party, or where have they been zoning the presidency to? Which zone have they been zoning it to since 1998? That is a very big question, I think. And that's why when they talk, they say, oh, it is not negotiable, it is their turn, it is their right. I think maybe they can talk for the party, but it's not really generally that they have to talk about talk on behalf, or maybe make a blank statement that, oh, everybody in the country must vote for them. I think they are speaking from the angle of PDP because they have always supported PDP. So why would they not want to zone it if you believe in that zoning? I think that is where these guys are really coming from. So they just have to look at this whole thing holistically. If you believe in zoning and you've been coordinating yourself since 1998, then how many times have you zoned the ticket to Southeast? So they have points in that regards. If you want to say that or talk about that, they have a good point. Well, what did you expect when a region decide to put their eggs in one basket, believing that a compensation will come? It is totally political suicidal. I don't even see APC thinking of zoning their presidential ticket to that region. That is their own cup of tea. The question is that those who have been zoning and they have been zoning, how are their people? How have they been faring? That's the question. It goes beyond all this. Like I said, if we want to take it from the angle of those who believe in the Igbo presidency, then we are making excuse for them, or we are making points for them, based on what they are saying, and they've been with the party. So why would the party not want to do that? Well, APC has no base there. East is PDP. They should manage to endure with secondaries. Politics is about winning. Igbos do not trust or respect other tribes. Let's see how they succeed alone. That is not the issue. The issue is that if we have anybody, whether you are from APC, you are from PDP, you are from any other political party, if you are doing the bidding of the people, everybody will feel it. Everybody will know it. That is what is most important. All of these things to me are just secondaries, and most of the time, it's when the dividends start coming, it will not even trickle down to the people. It's all about those people who say, oh, I contributed, I was part of the listening. They begin to settle themselves. It's still going to be business as usual. But we are just trying to, let us even think in their own direction, that if they have been with the party since inception, then why would they not zone it to the party? It's neither here nor there. And the question, and we must think deeply, those who have been enjoying the zoning or the presidency to their side, what have they gained? Because overall, what are we gaining as a country? That is what matters. Because now it has become the issue of a political party, political this, those who are campaigning for them and all of that. Then give them juicy appointment, and that's it. So for how long are we going to continue like that? But if you want to do what they always say, what is good for the goose is good for the ganders. If you have been zoning it, then you have to um follow it through, and that is exactly what they are saying. But for those who are saying, oh, they don't do this, they don't do that, then why would you want to think about okay, because they don't know how to play policies? And that is where how these politicians use all of this is to deceive the masses, and yet they themselves, they are living in abject poverty. What is happening in Nigeria now is the survival of the fittest. Whether APC or PDP, do you think it is consequential? To me, I feel that they are not even effective, because when you see the whole thing at the end of the day, APC have it now, but Nigerians are complaining. Everybody is complaining about the situation of things. So what has that got to do with this thing? If things are working well, nobody will be remembering whether you are from this party or you are not from this party. Nobody cares. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comments below and let's have your take.